I think a lot of people think of the wrong thing when they hear this word, but what do you think of when you think of holiness? Anytime I would think of holiness, I would pretty much just think of like outward modesty, basically. That's what most people think of when they think of holiness, but it's so much deeper than that. It's actually, that doesn't even scratch the surface. Holiness really is the nature of God. God is holy. Holiness is a way that we can understand the nature of God and how separate it is from humanity, from man's nature. You know, we were created in the image and likeness of God, but we know that when man sinned, there became a separation. A lot of what we see in the Old Testament is this idea of God is trying to restore the image and the likeness of God back into humanity. You know, he puts these rules and regulations, do this, don't do this. It's all about establishing man back to a place of, honestly, holiness. The point of Jesus coming was to destroy the works of the enemy. We were now born into sin, shapen by iniquity. And so every thought of the intention of the heart of man became continually wicked. And so generations of generations reproduce and reproduce, and we produce wickedness and sin and wickedness and sin. And so Jesus came in and he died to reverse that curse in the garden. And when Jesus ascended, he poured out the spirit of holiness. So when we become born again and receive God's spirit into our heart, it is that change that God has been trying to do since the very beginning of time. It is the internal change that will begin to reflect things externally.